It's not religion in modern China, so we don't know what religion is. By the religious question, what religion is up for grabs. There was a sense, there was a system, the pre-modern, the imperial system. It gets a very complex one. It was a middle kingdom, a sacred center, and then all kinds of other sacred things and religions in their very complex religious field. But it was a relatively organized religious field with clear, not clear boundaries, orthodoxy, heterodoxy. And then you have a radical break with this field, an attempt to create a completely new field in which basically, practically, religion will not even be part of the field. So attempt to create a modern China without religion, or at least trying to almost, in order to modernize, to get rid of all Chinese traditions for the sake of creating a modern nation. And what are the implications of that? So it opens up, and this is what, as Phil has said, it links to the whole question of the category of religion and the secular. I fully agree with Phil that the post-colonial conception of it, that it is only a construction of Western secular modernity, of course, is very, very narrow. But the question how this historical construction of the religious of the secular coming out of Western Christendom becomes globalized through a colonial encounter, and how then other cultures are being reconstructed in the process. And this is what the book is all about, how the Chinese response to the modern challenge of the religious secular Western divide, and how this notion of what religion and secular simply cannot be imposed upon China. And here is where I come to the third point. But before coming to the third point, let me say that actually a week from today, there is going to be a big conference in Paris, organized by David Kalik, Vincent Gossard, Sortie de la Religion, Exit from Religion, with Marcel Gosset. Marcel Gosset is, of course, the great political theorist, political sociologist, that has the book The Disenchantment of the World, A Political History of Religion. That offers an explanation of how humanity exit from religion. Religion was a fundamental mistake at the beginning of history, and how somehow through Christianity is the religion that helps humanity exit from religion. And so the question they are going to raise is, which kind of exits from religion are in the Chinese path? So how the religious and the secular, the other of the kind of desacralization of the pre-axial sacred, and the way in which the kind of the dynamics, the secular dynamics of Chinese history were radically different from the Western ones, and then how they have been co-penetrated. So again, this is a very, very, the fact that in Paris and with Marcel Gosset such a big conference, and with Charles Taylor having reopened all these issues. So the third question has to do with the question of Bourdieu and the field. What is fascinating about the book is precisely that this religious field is not only there is a field, but that whatever religion is this protean hydraulic thing that you try to put it down here and then reimmerses there in another form. And this is the way in which they are able to see how every attempt to reconfigure the field, really things begin to pop up in health, in sports, in medicine, in all kinds of things, unexpected things. So the Qigong figure is one of them. But so this fascinating way of being able to show how the field is so unsettled and unsettling and so unclear, and again, this is the final point I'm making, where we are going from here. I mean, mention was made of the fact that 500, half of the entries of the book are not even 2 decades old, are only 1 decade old, the last 10 years. And so the explosion of scholarship on Chinese religion is an indication of the explosion of interest and the question itself, which has re-emerged at all levels. At the state level, trying to figure out how to bring religion back in for a harmonious society, and how to deregulate these 5 official religions, and how to bring other things into the field that were thrown away as either superstition or non-religion, Confucianism and other things. But also, it brings the whole question of the global transnational dynamics. What is great about the book is not only a history or a study of the religions in China, It studies all the religions of China, not only Chinese religion, but also Tibetan Buddhism and Uyghurs Islam and Christianity in China. But then it studies all Chinese religion outside of China and how has been transformed parallel in the 20th century. So the analysis of the transformation of Chinese religion in Taiwan, in Hong Kong, in Singapore, in all the diasporas, along with the transformations in China, makes it really, really a unique, fascinating, already kind of exploration into where we are now in this global age, where all these boundaries, so the field itself, the field of religion, the Bourdieuian field, cannot be territorialized within the nation state, is now open for grabs, is a global field everywhere, and everything, this hydraulic thing is simply being transformed everywhere in really, really unexpected ways. And in this respect, for those of us who have spent their life studying religion, this is really a book that both are extremely rewarding and that brings a lot of questions.